living his dream for you, you're not really living the dream that you have for yourself. And I guess that's where the message comes in, where you have to give up your dreams to live his dream. And sometimes you're like, but I want to do this, I want to do that. These are the plans that I have in my life. These are the things I at one point, I knew what I wanted to do up to like retirement. And that, thank you. And you think me, I'm only, like I said, some years old and already thinking about that. But that's what they tell you, you got to plan for the future. You got to plan for retirement. You got to plan for this, for your kids. You got to do this and that. And it keeps your mind so that all you worry about is the future, and you forget to live here in the present, where God made us to live here in the present, not in the future or in the past, but here right now. Like it says in Matthew 6, don't worry about by tomorrow, because tomorrow will take care of itself. Worry about itself. So when you give your dreams to him, when you give that life, at first it's like he's taking his heart and it's going, that hurts, because I have all these plans, I have all these things I want to do. But when you start living that life, when you start taking those steps with Jesus, when you start living the dream that he has for you, that, I guarantee you, that's going to be the most joyful life you can ever have. Because you're going to be doing, what the Father intended you to do, what he knows the best for you. And everything you do, every step you take with him, it's going to be like an adventure, And it might sound terrible, like, sacrifice, because to the world, sacrifice is just something like, this is going to hurt, and you have to give something up. But yeah, you give something up, you're going to give up the dreams that are never going to fulfill you the same way that the dreams that God has for you are going to fulfill. So the child, when this is Jesus and he's taking the steps for you, you can't really see what's coming because you have your back to it. And this is where you'd have to trust Jesus. You have to not only have that relationship with him, keeping your eyes on his eyes, you need to completely give your trust to him and hold on tight to his hands and take every step. Of course, every now and then you can go like this, it's called prophecy, so you can take a peek back and see what's coming, but don't stay like that, or else you're not going to be focused on what you're doing right now, but you will know where you're going, kind of, but you never know. Maybe he can go like that, and then go back into that step. I think that's it. Let's see. Let me go through this really quick. I think that's it. It's just it really blessed me when he gave me that illustration of the father carrying the child, and how the child is supposed to look at his eyes and not be fumbling around trying to resist what he's doing. And it's not just you just hop on his feet and there you're done. It's a whole process of intimacy, of relationship that you got to build up to get to the point where you actually are fully on his feet, holding his hand and looking straight into his eyes and being carried by him in every step that he takes. Every step that he takes for you, not you going like this and him following you. And yeah, I think that's it. There was one thing that, has anyone here read The Shack? Who's reading that? No? Come on. No, I'm just kidding. There's a passage in that book, Dudu, finally, that the main character, he goes across a lake, and he goes with Jesus, and they're walking on water. I won't say anything that will spoil the story for you. and they both walk on water all the way to the other side of the lake. And then on the way back, the guy's name is Mac. Mac is sure that he can walk on water. I've done this before. I can do this. So Jesus at the beach, and then he just rolls up. He spans. He takes off his shoes and goes running to the water. And all of a sudden, he's not walking on water. And he's like, why isn't this working? I've done this before. Why isn't it working? And Jesus is just at the beach like this. And then Jesus starts walking, and then Max starts walking, and he just slowly rises up and starts walking on water as Jesus catches up to him. And then Jesus turns around and he's like, isn't it so much easier when you do it together? You know. So I laughed a little bit because God has a sense of humor and we all know that. So I think that's a pretty good summary to what I said. Is just it's relationship. It's all about that. Just get your relationship with him. I told this to Dudu once. Dudu thought it was pretty cool. you get a relationship with God. Once you have a relationship and he's guiding you, then everything will be fine. You have your ministry, you do your thing, and just work on that. That's what I'm doing. So